Thank y'all so much for coming out. Listen, today is a very, well, first of all, before I start rambling, my name is David Landry. I am a co-owner and founder of Class Bookstore. My wife and I, Dara. Just to give you a little bit of history about the store, for those that don't know, we started November 2020 during the pandemic, out of our apartment, built a website, and we would ship books to people. If you were within a certain mile radius of us, we would come to your door, drop the books on your porch. We were really trying to figure it out, Dara and I. The state of Texas opened up 100% January 2021, and we were told by some friends to start doing pop-ups. We did pop-ups 2 to 3 times a month, every month for 2 years straight. Yes, and we were blessed to have the opportunity to receive keys for this location. Check, check, check. And that was in September of 22. And then December 3rd, 2022, we opened our doors. Juneteenth of 2023, I was doing a pop-up, and I saw this gentleman to my left approaching the pop-up. And I said, I don't know if you remember me, but when I was going to school for fashion merchandising at HCC, we used to have conversations on the bus. You invited me and my wife to a poetry night downtown at this dojo, and I still remember that. He was like, yeah. He said, what you been up to? And I said, this. He's like, well, what's this? I said, this is Class Bookstore. He said, you got a bookstore? I was like, yeah, man, we just opened up back in December. He's like, man, I'm gonna come through. All right, cool. We had a conversation in this space. Myself, my wife was here, and Mr. CT. And Mr. CT was like, yo, like, we need to have a space where we can share creative expression without having to worry about hookah smoke getting blown in our face or people getting sloshed, drunk, falling out their seat, and be family friendly. And so I said, well, why don't we have it here? And then he was like, well, how much is that gonna cost? It's like, man, I'm not gonna charge you nothing, man. Like, this is, you are elder. Like, why would I do that? And so we started July of 2023, doing poetry night here, first Sunday of the month. Yay! Yay! And today we're celebrating the 2nd year anniversary of Poetry Nights. All right. It is our most, I'm very proud to say, it is our most consistent event. It has also been the event that has organically grown the most. And when I say it started out with just 4 or 5 people, it just was 4 or 5 people. But then it evolved, because we would always say, hey, bring somebody new with you the next time. And so we just kept having it and kept having it and kept having it. And eventually, new people started to come, people who, you know, weren't in our initial gathering, but they wanted to come and express themselves. Some people that are here tonight, prior to this, had never done poetry before, but they shared their first poem they ever wrote with us. Some people have been coming, and they've been doing poetry longer than I've been alive. I'm 40 years old. And that's what we love about this space. Because it gives people, regardless of age, regardless of race or ethnicity or nationality or religious expression, a chance to share what's in their heart. That's why we don't, you know, we don't have the normal trappings of a quote-unquote poetry night you might see elsewhere in the city, and it's nothing against them, but we just provide something different.
That's right.
And so for that, we are thankful, we are grateful. Without you guys, without your support, your energy brought here to this space, it would be dead, for lack of a better word, because we always say that when people are here, life is brought into Class Bookstore. So I'm going to step down. I'm going to pass the mic over to Mr. CT. He's going to take it away. I know we have some poets in the house that have brought some bars, so let's hear what you have. And yeah, if you haven't already gotten some refreshments, feel free to grab those. And yeah, we're definitely we here, man. Thank y'all so much. Thank y'all. Peace.
Hello everyone, I'm Sister Mama Sonia, and before we start, I'm going to start doing this each time. We always ask permission of the ancestors. We already asked them, but we ask permission of the elders to go on. So now I'm an elder myself. I may be the oldest one in the room, but I'm going to ask permission from the other elders. May we proceed? Yes. All right, thank you. We want to first pay homage to Robert Christian Tucker. He was a phenomenal actor, spoken word, I mean just awesome, amen. And he left this realm to the other one 2 weeks ago. And we had his celebration on Friday. So I just wanted to hold space for Robert Christian Tucker, who was a phenomenal talent. And I'm a bit biased because I played his wife on two plays. And he would see me and go, "Hey, wife," they go, "Hey, husband." People say, "Wait a minute. I know your husband, you've been married for 40 years. I said, "Yeah, but it was my stage husband." And so his wife was my stage wife-in-law, and my husband was his stage husband-in-law. So I just wanted to mention him, and we just thank God for his talent.
Okay, everybody, it looks like we're a little getting started. Once we get started, we don't stop, and I guess tonight what we'll do is just, here's the deal. We're going to go through one time, and then after that, it's kind of free form. You fill in any art you can. What we're going to do is we're just going to go through the whole crowd. Anybody has a poem or anything they want to say, and we'll get started.
Oh, there's also a book going around. We want you to just sign it.
Okay.
If you want to be, you want us to contact you later on. But then also in the front of the book, once it goes through, since this is our first year anniversary, they're going to be blank sheets, and all you have to do is just give us a word, give us a something, just something, and we're going to look at it next year when you all come back for our third anniversary.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever.
Okay.
All right,
Yeah, I'll do all the promo things.
Can you all hear me?
Yeah.
Hit the switch on.
Yeah, okay.
I saw a child earlier. I just want to make sure that the child's slim.
Yeah,
Right here, she cool.
That's going to change what I read tonight.
You can do what you want. It's cool. She alright.
Alright. A little bit about myself. My name is Donnie Moreland, local storyteller, abolitionist organizer. I organized through an organization called Curb Fest Houston, and also I'm on the Direct Action Committee, steering committee for the campaign to free Kamal Siddiqui, who is the last four of the original New York Black Panthers. So I do quite a bit. I got a few things I do need to plug. There's like 2 or 3 copies. Two copies of my debut collection, My Daddy Never Taught Me How to Write a Love Song, which we launched here on May 31st. It was a gorgeous affair. So if those 2 copies go away, those will be the last ones in Houston for right now. You can always order them off of genreurbanarts.com. That is the publisher, the publishing. I can give that information. If you like what you hear, then buy a copy, support. Second thing, I co-founded an organization called Fellowship of the Griots. It is a Sister Mama Science has been supported. It is a global organization of black and brown writers. We center black writers, but we hold space for black and brown writers all over the world. Germany, Canada, Mexico, here, LA, all over the place. We have a myriad of writing workshops. Our bread and butter is a workshop called Weekend Words. And it is a 6-hour-long workshop. And of course, what I always like to say is that the only commitment we ask for is the one you're willing to bring. But we like to offer intensive, often emotionally intensive spaces where you can share in developing your craft with other black writers on their journeys as well. I always often say this it's not particularly a space for hobbyists. It's because of what we ask of writers and we ask to write into, whether it be legacies of the slave trade, whether it be gaps in our archive, whether it be anything from personal traumas, to everything that comes with growth. We're intense, but the seeds that have been planted have been beautiful to watch grow fruitfully. So you can look us up, Fellowship of Griots on Instagram or anywhere. Like I said, we offer myriad of programming, co-writing workshops, generative writing workshops, and other things. Like I said, I have 3 kids. I'm a single dad, so my daughter, my book, and Fellowship of Griots. I'll read I think 2 things. I'll read one from my book, and then something new. I got permission to, so we'll just, all right. Let's see here. So I call this one, My Daddy Never Taught Me How to Write a Love Song, Part 2. To the sister who let off a shot at her man's head while I was buckling my daughter into her car seat, had she seen you, then this poem would have begun differently. But she only heard the eruption of urban fiction gone to shit like the fabrics of your wet lavender robe. And the way your nigga ran, he made it seem like it was always an option. And you ran until I needed you to stand still in this question. How much did you bend to spell love? How much was left over? What was the cost? The worth? Was it enough? Orgasms that were creamy confections can't count as currency when they're on your last motherfucking nerves. But mea culpa, let her be forgiven. A nigga run like that, run better game. Or maybe after we learn to crawl, we miss how to outrun that tired mirror, mirror, mercy, mercy, me, now then not me, not this time, but this time, you tried to kill a nigga. This time. Was it enough? But who am I to judge? My daddy taught me how to walk, but never taught me how to write a love song. But I do know the crooning of love's casualties. From the silhouette on the 2nd floor, slurping on cigarettes like a writing prompt about David Ruffin at the end of the world, to the boy at the gym, stuttering over his confessions in commiseration of the semicolon on my sweaty t-shirt, I can always smell a bad breakup. To my lonesome brother in dead expectations, busting his baby boy to pizza night on the Houston Metro, to the brother who she's gone, or why, bologna and beans, blues, or just bust out fables, to the little girls who don't know why mama keep looking at them like that, to the mastiff without a master eating old box braids by the dumpster, to the leather that Tupac wore stitched closer to his chest than T-H-U-G tattooed on his belly, to the 1,000 shapes hands can make into the one that Mike Tyson needed to learn the geometry of safety, to the other me who did die in 2017 before finding Kwame Ture's banner flag at the end of the rainbow sign, into everything fucked at the cost of us playing God with her womb. Is it ever enough to call it love because you can fuck it, fight it, fix it, or fill in the gaps in between, though a 9mm bullet can fit in between the width of your disappointments. I get it. But if you'd have shot that man with a little black girl in earshot, would it have been enough? You're having a tough go of it. Love don't love nobody, spelled in broken bones or broken promises. Niggas been feeding you and you hungry, I get it. But it's neither loving or enough to say, I don't know. When that same little black girl asked me, what's that noise? And I don't know what love is, but what love can't be is what we got going on. And we got a lot going on. Fighting, pushing, shoving, fucking, and filling in the gaps. Girl, I hope you get rid of that gun, or at least pour some gunpowder in a time capsule with your mistake of loving that boy. We all make mistakes, but I hope you get rid of that gun because we all make mistakes. But living with him, well, I think I found some unreleased Marvin Gaye eulogies. They say if only his daddy had listened to his baby's lullabies. I'll do one more. I'll sit down and shut up for a little while. So, right now, what I'm working on, in poetry we call it speculative archiving. Well, actually, it's just called speculative archiving. It's when you write into history, write into the gaps, which is very important for us, right? Because we got a lot of gaps, we got a lot of black holes. So that's what I've been writing into. I have a Substack. I don't know if you all know what Substack is called. It's called How We Love. And I'm writing into scenes of love and resistance, right? So all the episodes of love and resistance between Malcolm and Betty, between Henry Bibb and his spouse, between John Little and his spouse, stories from the Underground Railroad, stories from my missing folks. But everything we can quantify as resistance and love, that's what I'm writing into. I read this poem a few weeks ago, and since it's the anniversary day, this is my favorite poem, so I'm going to read it here too. It's about John Little. I don't know if anyone's ever heard of John Little. But John Little and his spouse, Eliza, escaped from a plantation in North Carolina to Ontario. And the story goes that prior to their escape, that they were both beaten brutally because slave owner knew that John was going to run, because John always ran, right? So they beat him and Eliza. And what they did for 500 miles, as it's told, is carry one another to Ontario. When he fell, she picked him up. When she fell, he picked her up until they reached that cabin in Ontario. So I imagine their first night together, like actually together, right? What does that mean to look at your lover after carrying him 500 miles to freedom? And so this is called The House That John Built Holy. You arrive when you arrive. We arrived at a gentle shanty. Oh, how far we've come. Footprints in level snow, the wolves preyed over our bloodletting. We left a trail of bone shards from Carolina to Ontario, and still we arrived. And I let my missus off my shoulders. Her body was beaten like hay between a Mustang's mouth, but her breath thrills me, and then some. Sweat made her body porcelain, her uneven arms dripped to taste. I run her a bath. For 3 days I bathe her whipped feet, her seared breast, and fill in her brand with my fingerprint. I pick the lice from her hair. I pull on each coil to detangle her home name and all that dirt. The moonlight gives signal. Ain't nobody coming for us. It's just us. For 3 days more, she scooped aloe vera gel out them plants she cut with the weapon she cut that white boy down with on the border. I cleaned that too. She finger painted each of my wounds from ear to tail. I could feel her nails guide that cool where between coal and leather straps my back was plundered. The misery between lacerations and striated tissue is a tale told only by those who know my body, and she knows my name. She knows my name. The wolves did follow us to keep watch outside the door. They know our blood and how far we've arrived. From the birth canal of a shackles clasp, 3 days more and we cried into each other's wounds to know how God was made on the riverbanks before the Monongahela became the conditions of our prayers. We cried into each other's wombs until the salt sutured them perfect. She said Gordon, but she did not say Gordon. She said my name, and she knew from the Hausa tribe my eyes were designed divine. She said, holy, my holy, you are perfect. I kissed her until my lips were no longer chapped, until she offered her breast and I sucked the venom of master's children from the ducks which suffered her feed, and she fed me holy. She kissed my arms like hers, veined and corrosive. She kissed my arms until my thumb was home at the roof of her mouth, and my hands remembered the mother I never, and I fed her wholly. I had not touched myself in so long. Her eyes were glazed with the weight of cotton white and Irish breath. Her eyes yearned and yearning, and in the window behind, I finally saw my age. I saw the burials of daddies on my brow. I saw my age in my berry yolk skin, dressed in muscles made as coffin, now carrying her desire to watch me take it all back in inches, to take back what they took from me in the inches my hands could carry. I touched me wholly. As she played my nipples like the fiddle bow, I left lifetimes yonder with a man I called uncle. I'll never see him again. I held my breath in the guilt of inches my man could not touch in his station. She took those fingers from my penis to my chest and told me to feel my heartbeat, feel my present, feel my freedom, breathe and breathe wholly, breathe and breathe wholly, until I collapsed in her breast, until I could not summon more than the burdens to bury in her arms, built like mine, veined and corrosive, heavy and heavy, holy is the arms that carry heavy. 1,000 miles I carried this woman, and 1,000 tears she cupped between her hand lines to make me a river, and baptized the holes in her hands left by serrated blades and Puritan laments. In those hands she held me by my face, her face. She held me by our berry yolk face and said, it's okay, we done waited 3 days, and we can wait 3 days more, and 3 more, and 3 more still. Because baby, you arrived when you arrived when we arrived, so I will wait wholly. She waited wholly, and Sankofa was the wolf's call while giving birth outside our door. I say.
Next.
Sir, yes, sir. Permission to speak by one of the elders, please.
Got it.
Our brother Sankofa. My label is called Conscious. We're the cosmic spirit, some of you may know that. CHUS is full of, full of soul, full of spirit. You air, you wear. I chop the English language up like sushi, like Italian. From Bay Area, California. I want this place here reminds me slightly of a place called Sacred Grounds in California. This is the only place that I can say. There's another one coming online, the Eye of Ra Holistic Center, that has this sort of same vibration. But this place here is beautiful. The energy, the elders, the young, the mixture. And so thank you for allowing me to be here in this space. It's been a long time coming. Days in and days out, I keep on wondering, when are we going to come together? You see, it's cold how comedians were taught to hate each other in our tribe. Truthfully, it was well over 10 years since I last talked to one of my brothers of blood, bones, and sweat. Yet I speak to thee to let some of these words of mine flex that mind. You see, my time from birth on earth has shown me some things. Allow me to give you a bit. While we are still getting tossed and turned and bit on ghetto lines. You see, my poems, they gotta be strong and on. Not unlike the dead on the mental, set in place long ago by Willie Lynch-ism letter was a lie. Now it's time to rise like the first resurrected Christ. Proper name is Asa. They say Osiris, his sister and wife, gave birth to a son named Heru. Heru's mother's name is Aset. The Greeks say Isis. In case you didn't or you don't know, I speak about those who rose from the east. So when I step to any mic to speak, it's got to be deep like the depths of the tsunami. For one moment, please listen and follow, which brings me to another topic. Let me ask you, is it possible that tsunami they blame it on Mother Nature? It was an underground rocket, atomic bomb, test your mind, check, boom, that's how the matrix of the Illuminati is flexed. I come to learn and witness there's only 300 powerful men ruling the world. I got 5 on it. Now place your bet and rise and come and witness the peace. If you get that ass up early enough in the morning, you sit, you wait, you watch the sun shall rise and come from the east. Is that not prophecy? Look, I makes no claims to being a prophet, but I got this one down to a T. See, I batted my eyes, so take your time slowly before you think and blink, because see, by the time the ink dries to the paper, which equals flow, now you know I'm sitting with those memories, reciting lines, sipping on hot cocoa and eating toast. From my seat, I'm gonna rise. My favorite hero is El Haj Malik El Shabazz to the United States. He was considered a threat. One day they're gonna regret it. Brothers like Mumia Al-Jud, we should never forget. Look, my anger would never be again suppressed or compressed. I'm gonna tell this shit like it is, from the north back to the south and to the east and to the west. Meanwhile, Zungu, meaning why do you know you do not want to test? Look, we may die, but we also multiply from that child's hunger. This one here, I call this rise. This piece here, it's just been written. It's one of my anthem pieces, so I'm gonna give it a try. My are his, her story. Did not start here within the American, the triple K. Yes, I pay homage to those who paved the way for you and I to walk the earth. She gave birth, yet it was he who first called it Kwanzaa. And what was the Undugu brother Umze, elder's name? Malana Ran Karinga gave us in the year 1966, the 7 principles, called it Nguzo Sa. And for those who missed the intro, I am Kinara, the light, the 7-place candle holder. Nia be my middle name, yes I stand for purpose, best on Coco, bring up the fire, higher up in the sky, here I come, like the sun, Jah, no, Ra, rising from the east, I spit prophecy, so buckle self to see. My poetry is laced with vitamin or vitamin D, kind of precipitous, steep, sudden, hasty, no time for coonery or buffoonery. I chop that shit up as though it was sushi. What did Morpheus say in the movie The Matrix? Hear me! When I see youngsters, they call the OG, yet they forgot to add the O to the D, not the D to the O to the double G, y'all. That's some spellbound shit calling each other dogs. We must rise. Like Amina Kabaksi Mukane, that's an enzyme within the body, the DNA, me, meaning we had to go back and reclaim some serious study because see, over 45 years ago, I flunked biology. However, if one were to add 16 plus 45, you're going to get this type of energy. Therefore, what you are experiencing here and now is a sound piece of chemistry, like umoja, meaning unity. Now that I have your undivided attention, I'm about to go deep and sprinkle a little bit of that Kuchi Chakulia in the mix. Self-determination is the only way that we're going to fix this shit. Please accept the apology. Although my word thought process, which is being released from my brain like fire going through a crematorium lab, taking on the form of jabs with such velocity, one might think they were in the ring with the Japanese hard-hitting Naoya Inoue or David Benavidez, which puts their opponents on the mat on the floor. I'm like that spook who sat by the door. Y'all heard what she said? Oh my Lord. Now here we go. If truth is to be told, we're in trouble. Why? Because the masses separate the M from the other 5 letters. It's going to leave you with the asses or in total conformity and denial. Yes, I'm sent and connected to bust your bubble. It's utterly impossible for the 74% of our households being ran by single male indigenous women brothers. That's alarming. And there's nothing cute or charming for our brothers to be tenuously, I dropped the C to the O to the N, con meaning tricks. Brothers are being infeminized and emasculated, and our sisters are becoming more and more and more feminine, forgetting how to be masculine. Excuse me, masculine, forgetting how to be feminine. Which is a natural law of nature. That's so called get up. Because see, we're lost in the source of this patriarchal system. That's why Dr. Francis Welton said, we're beating and clubbing each other over the head. And we're at war with one another. Spike Lee said bamboozle. Malcolm X said hoodwinked and lied to. By whom? The true minority. And the damn show ain't us. You see the trickery? We be the first medicine man, medicine women, psychologists, biologists. Are y'all feeling this? We are the beginning. Who's that? Not black, the mel-indigenous, the origin of life. Just think about that for a moment. We've simply forgotten just how deep we are. Did you not know that the Dogon tribe knew how to count the stars? So don't you dare run and hide. See, I know the mic is smoking is getting whooped up. I was raised in an era where I had to get the switch, peel it. I wanted to whoop my own butt with. Can y'all imagine that? Peace. Thank you.
Okay, all right, are you ready? All right.
Hi. I'm Lady A.
Hello,
I've been writing for 2 years. I run Ecstatic Poetry Houston for the last, I guess 2 years, maybe something like that, 2 years. I'm about to publish my first book, and I write about my healing journey. Really the awareness that we're all one, and really to come into the love of myself that it's taken me a long time to really realize and see. So I'm going to share off my book that's coming out. It's called Treasuring Yourself. Why do so many have a hard time seeing and not believing the magnificent God you all hold inside? Allowing the 3D to manipulate your mind and your body unintentionally. Coming into a world so clean and free that's snapped up into this conditioned reality. Break free, and start to see the love which is immersed in every cell, starting from your heart, then moving through your energy centers that make you perfectly who you are. However, so many are not okay. So many hands reaching up in the air to my brother Jesus, who shared his love beyond compare, letting you all know, believe, and you can heal yourself in any manipulated or distorted reality. The stories you have told, including someone else's tongue or belief, stop reaching out for help and look within. Finally see what you need to forgive so you can be free. Release the love that is meant to radiate beyond compare, moving into what feels complete, which aligns you with the Creator, walking with you on the stairs. Tap into your special gift only given to you. This is what makes you so unique and true. No point following in someone else's shoes. Remember, when Jesus prayed, he said, "Thank you, Father, and it shall be," not doubting his majesty. The words and the thoughts that are spoken create your world broken or a victory. What do you want to be and see? Get up and yell from the top of your lungs, "I am worthy, I am love." Search deep into where your religion comes from and make sure you're following the true Creator's words. Manipulation started a long time ago. Jesus was telling you to let go, love your beautiful soul. The Father is here. Just open the door and walk through with conviction so you can finally know the love that runs so deep, deeper than the ocean floor. Remember, he's always at your door. I'm going to do just one more, but I could try to let her, but I'm going to kind of keep my words up. So this is called Closure. So again, I speak about healing, but consciousness, awareness of who we are in source and all and everything. And I've been given a lot of truth, and then what really is truth. So here we go. This is closure. We come into this world to speak and to be heard, not dismissed or set aside because you're interrupting my time. Go into your room and close the door. There's so much misery I see every day upon the faces that are just wishing for the pain to go away. All living challenges agreed upon before you ever took a breath on this plane. Isn't it wild to know the love of Source, forgetting every time, being jaded and prosecuted for expressing who you are? You don't fit in here. You are not the same. You are not pretty enough. You are not wealthy enough. You are not the right color. You are not the right religion or sex. You are wrong in every way. Is this why we follow all these different groups? Fear is a powerful persuasion and used to control. Dictators have known this through history, how easy it is to keep us controlled. Manipulating and penetrating our fragile states of mind. Most rulers want to rule this world with ego, shame, and blame. I am better than you in every way, my way or the highway. Does this ring a bell? I hold the power of persuasion, manipulating your every move because you are stuck on the news, glued to your phones, watching everyone else's manifestations. using all these tools to attract your attention.
It's all good.
It might sound crazy, but letting go of all that screen time and vegging out on the couch because we are not doing our own is truly liberating in every way. When is it time to peek through the curtain of immoral conditioning, condemning our every move? Wake up and experience the wave of light when we begin, when we forgive ourselves. We finally allow the miracles to shine, the sun that is in all of you. Thank you.
That's good. That's good. Just keep on living, like that's right, like the old folks used to say. Keep on living. Just keep on living. You guys, how y'all doing this evening? Okay, well, first of all, my name is Cassandra. I've been with CT through the dojo, through this beautiful space here, and I'll be leaving, packing up soon to go home. Yo soy de San Antonio, going home. So I thought I would have been gone a long time ago, but that packing and holding back 20 years of stuff. But anyway, today I'm just using y'all as a guinea pig. I hope y'all don't mind. I am an insurance agent. That's what I do for a living. I just put this little skit together to some of my insurance peers are here in the space to kind of get it out there on live, because if any of y'all have had deaths in the family, you understand what can happen many times when people didn't have life insurance. So this is just merely a skit. I'm not trying to push anything off on anybody, but it is a commercial, so please don't be offended by this commercial, okay? Is that okay with you guys?
Yes.
Can I use y'all as my guinea pig?
Yes.
Okay, great. All right. I physically don't have my phone because he has to do it live. Oh, so we're gonna. Can I have the microphone just in case? I don't know if this track will play. Hold on to it for me. I don't know if the track will play loud enough for them to hear. So, okay, use my hand. Okay, all right. We're going live, y'all. Y'all gonna be on Facebook Live. So look for yourself.
Not the face, not the face.
Not the face, not the face. Okay, ready? Ring, ring. Hey. Hi, Sister Mama Sonia, how you doing today?
Oh, is this Cassandra?
Yes, it
How
is.
you doing?
Girl, you know you're an insurance agent.
Oh, yeah.
I'm calling you because I talked to you a couple months ago, and someone in the family had died, and you said at that time that, you know, you were thinking about it was time to get some life insurance. So, how, you know, so where are we with that?
Girl, I got time. I don't. It was a good idea at the time because I was caught up in all the emotions, but I got time.
You got time. Okay, well, you know, stuff happens, and sometimes you think you got time that you just don't have. So, I tell you what, I'm going to give you a call back. I'll give you 2 weeks, and I'll give you a call back. How about that?
Yeah, you can call if you want to.
Okay. Your next step might be your last. Behold to life. I said you're moving too fast. And if you don't like inconvenience, what are you gonna do? You better call me. Better call your insurance agent if you don't like inconvenience. What are you gonna do? Have you thought about it? What about you? Have you thought about it?
Yes.
This is a public service announcement. You died yesterday. You left a wife, 2.5 children, a very large mortgage, 2 car notes, and an unfunded college fund. What you gonna do about it?
Mama, you better call your insurance agent.
What you gonna do about it?
Mama, you better call your insurance agent.
Inconvenience. What you gonna do?
Mom, you better call your insurance agent.
Have you thought about it? What about you? Have you thought about it?
Got him.
Hey, what you gonna do, girl? What you gonna do, boy? Have you thought about it? Cause you know what? You gonna die. I don't know if you realize it, but none of us are gonna make it out here alive. Have you really thought about it? I guess you want your family to sell chicken dinners.
Yeah.
You want your children to pay for it.
They gotta go from the account.
And your children can barely pay their mortgage themselves. Come on now. What you gonna do? Cause you are going to die. Hold on just a minute, my phone's ringing. Yeah. It's for you. It's death. Have you thought about it? What you gonna do? What you gonna do about it? Girl, you better call your insurance agent right away. You know it's good for you. Hey, have you thought about it? What you gonna do? If you don't like inconvenience, what you gonna do? Call your agent. Call them right away. 281-299-5859. Call me. I'm lonely over here. Call me. What you gonna do about it? What you gonna do about it? Cause you know what? The Grim Reaper is coming for you, and you, and you, and you, all of y'all. Just in case you didn't know. I just want to let you know. But I'm here for you. You don't like inconvenience. What you gonna do now? Did y'all see how many deaths there were in Kerrville, Texas? Close to my hometown of San Antonio? I bet they're cooking up a whole lot of chicken dinners and barbecue plates near Kerrville, Texas about right now. You know what I'm saying? Things can be very inconvenient if you ain't prepared. You better get prepared because the death is gonna come to you, boy. And you, girl. It's coming for you. But what you gonna do about it? You better call me right away. You don't like inconvenience. What you gonna? One bright morning when this life is over, I'll fly away to that celestial shore that God has provided. I'll fly away. I'll fly
Mom, you better consider getting a life insurance policy.
Mama, call your insurance agent now.
Mama, call your insurance agent.
Cassandra?
Yes, this is Cassandra.
I think it's time.
All right, I'll be right over. All right, you guys.
And she wrote that
Thank you for being my guinea pig, you guys.
That was wonderful.
Call me.
That's what all the commercials, man.
Okay.
That was wonderful.
Oh, thank
I enjoyed it.
This is so cute, really cute. Hi, I'm Tyke Brion, originally from Tulsa, Oklahoma. So when I came in here and saw this shirt, it just made me feel very welcoming. So ancestors, permission thingy. I gotta get permission. Like I keep speaking, so what do y'all? I'm just grateful to be in the presence of so many like beautiful people, and being able to be in community and, like I said earlier, not have to be in a hookah lounge somewhere. But getting to come and hang out with people that look like me and understand my story. So this was called PWI. I went to a predominantly white school growing up, and that is a topic in itself in Oklahoma. So why aren't we friends anymore? Is it because my skin color is different than yours? Or is it because Trump won presidency and you cannot be near me? Or is it because I am the biggest Black Lives Matter activist in Oklahoma? Is it because your mom said you cannot sit with someone who sits for the flag? Or what about our time at church? What about the times when we heard love is love and that we would care for each other, but I guess that skin color was just not enough for you to embrace me and be with me and be my friend and continue to see me as a person. Instead, we're no longer friends. But I miss you, and I miss everything we talked about as girls and how we watched High School Musical together and talked and been girls, but my skin color is different than yours. I thought we would surpass something so crazy like that, but after 2015 we saw how easily it was able to be held up, the standard of white supremacy, and now we're not friends. I miss you very much, Sam. But at the same time, you picked the side, not me, of course, but you picked the side of racist whites, and now we are no longer together. I miss your daughter. I miss your family. But you picked a side that could not be me, and I cannot be with you anymore, and that is sad. Because when you were there with me through anything and everything, I believed that you would oversee your whiteness for what it could be, a friendship. See, Martin Luther King had a dream, and I believed it too, and now I'm at Malcolm X, and we can't go back to that anymore too, because I can't hold hands with people who would kill me or would want to see me in a concentration camp, and I can't believe you would do this to me because I thought you loved me, and we're not friends. But what do you do with that betrayal? Go to therapy? What do you talk about in therapy for a friend who is white and picked something different than me? I miss you. But I really just miss the girl I used to be.
Oh, wow.
That was something I just made up, by the way, thank you.
Right.
Freestyle. I did a lot of community organizing and activism in Oklahoma, so I lost a lot of friends that I thought were friends. But when you lose friends to racism, it's a little bit different, I believe, than losing to a friend for some stupid falling out or something. And it really changed how I looked at my life when I got told I was going to Houston. So this one is a freestyle by Houston because it is 7/13 day, you know, y'all's day. So I love that. Or y'all's day, because I'm new here, okay? So I can't give the day to myself yet. But yesterday I got my hair braided, so that's where we're starting. Dear Houston, I've only been here since December. I'm so grateful to be here with all of you because this culture in this place was something I didn't get to experience growing up, and now that I'm here, I don't want to leave. you will have to pull me out of this motherfucker. I have to agree, because this right here is where we're supposed to be in community, sitting in a classroom and reading, doing workshops and writing and talking about our feelings and healing in community. That's where I'm supposed to be. I'm 27 now, and that's beautiful to me, because at 17 I was straightening my hair to fit into a school that I wasn't supposed to be at in the beginning. I mean, I understand the integration and why we were supposed to do it, and why some of us led astray to being with the white people and that music, but now I'm here. I woke up in a different reality this morning. My hair is braided, and it's been never braided since I was 8. So I woke up feeling different this morning. My name is in my hair, BLM is here, and now I'm trying to figure out what other styles I can do here. Who I want to be is the biggest black girl you see, the person who puts their body out there to be. Because as someone who protested for her blackness in school and in Oklahoma and Kansas City, and now I get to just be in presence of black people, the elders, and people that just look like me.
Right.
I'm in the minority and not the majority. Wait, no, I'm in the majority and not the minority.
Come on now.
And now that I'm in the majority and not the minority, I can be the most free me, and I'm here to say thank you for letting me be.
All right. All right.
I didn't know this was even going on today. We actually met at the poetry event that I was doing, where we're doing a writing event at Broado Market, 2 to 4, second Sundays. We just decided to put it on 2 weeks ago, after my birthday. I was like, let's do a writing event. We want to get community out just to write. So I brought some notebooks, some coloring books for the kids, just to get people writing in coffee shops so we can be together and have that space. We had wonderful talks about different things, and hearing other people's perspectives on the way they got to grow up was just amazing. So I'll be hitting you up though, because protesting and activism is my thing, and that's my passion, and it's where I know we need to be. So
So you said that's going to be second Sundays?
second Sundays.
Tell everybody, we're doing this second Sunday because it's our second anniversary, but we're going back to first Sunday.
Sundays, yes.
Okay.
So we'll be here
All right,
for Sundays.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thanks so much. That's what we're all here to.
My phone. Life is short. Before I do anything, I wanted to give credit to what credit is due, and that's to Brother CC. At another place, that was before the pandemic. My first Sundays, that's where I met Cassandra. We had a wonderful time doing poetry, and things evolved. And so then when we came here, he kept pushing, and he pushed and pushed. So now we're so CC. I want to say, Sunday, that's it, Papa. Thank you. This is a little too short, but the first poem is dedicated to you. We were, he did, April was Poetry Month, and it was 30 poems in 30 days. Y'all, woo, that was hard, but I had so much fun. I would wake up at, it would be like 12 o'clock, no, it would be like 11:15. I gotta get a poem before 12 o'clock, it's midnight. But so this was the first night. I'm gonna try to write a poem a day. I'm feeling some kind of way. What do I write about? What do I say? I wake up each morning wondering what day will bring, because the landscape of America is in a state of flux, unrest, instability, volatility, changeability. They make it worse, as if America can get any worse.
That's right.
Can it get worse? So do I pontificate about the horrors of what's going on? Or do I expatiate about the beauty, wonderment, adoration of life? You know, the good stuff. All that is pleasant, marvelistic, fantabulous in this world. No, not marvelistic and fantabulous. Blacktastic, blacktabulous, magnificent in this world. So I'm going to make this 30-day journey writing, scribing, putting down on paper my thoughts, feelings about whatever comes to my mind. Whatever I feel, taste, hear, see, smell. Day one down, when did I going to go?
All right.
And this is whenever I see people who I
know, I haven't seen before. There's a African proverb says that the moment you die, a transition ceases to exist. And there's people out there who may know you, but whenever the last person who knows your name transitions, and if the story hasn't been told, hasn't been written, guess what? You no longer cease to exist. There's nobody there. So I always want to tell the stories of this young ladies. It's called 5 Girls and 2 Boys. It was a kind of balmy September in 1963. September 16th, to be exact. Oh, it was about, I think it was 72 degrees. That was warm with that. Right. In Birmingham, Alabama. The winds were like 0.1 miles an hour. Nice. The 5 little girls, Carol, Addie, Cynthia, Denise, and Sarah, they were going to 16th Street Baptist Church because this morning the pastor was preaching about love, and they were going to sing in the choir. You know, Jesus loves me, this I know, for the Bible tells me so. Little ones to him below, they are weak but he is strong. Yes, Jesus loves me. Yes, Jesus loves me. Yes, Jesus loves. Well, they were going to sing that song. And see, they all had on there, you ladies. Now, those of a certain age knew about the black patent leather shoes and those little socks that had the little things around the ankle, and the bows in the hair. Oh, they were cute. And so, after church, they went downstairs into the basement. Carol, Addie, Cynthia, Denise, and Sarah, and other girls. But they went into the basement. Because I went to go to Missionary Baptist Church on Wilson and Solid in the 4th Ward, and we had a basement. And we would sneak down there, and before the elders found out, we'd come back up, we'd primping. And they were just primping. They were just primping. Up on the 1st floor, the phone rang. There's a bomb in there, church. Boom! Boom! Boom!
Wow.
Boom! Carol, Addie, Cynthia, Denise, all murdered by the heinous KKK.
That's right.
Sarah was blinded in one eye. Can you imagine being in church, supposedly a safe haven,
Right.
and the lives of 4 beautiful little girls were taken? I am convinced that I carry the spirit of those 4 young ladies.
That's right. Tell the truth, sister.
I was blessed last summer on the Shape Center tour. I was able to meet Sarah.
Wow.
And I read this poem, or gave this poem to her. I'm adding some now, but I gave it to her. She took my hands. She said, thank you for remembering me. Because we know about the 4 little girls, but she had to live with that survivor's remorse.
That's right.
She lived. To this day, they never took the glass out of her eye, because if they took it, the way it's sitting on a nerve, she may be permanently blind.
Right.
That afternoon, about 5 o'clock, Virgil and Johnny, one was on the handlebars of his brother's bike. He was just, white boy comes by, shoots him off, kills him. Johnny was, they said he was throwing rocks at the cops. No one saw him throw any rocks, but we know he he was shot and killed. So there were 6 lives taken and 1 life changed forever on September 16, 1963 in Birmingham, Alabama. Will you repeat after me and say, Sarah,
Sarah,
Addie,
Addie,
Cynthia,
Cynthia,
Denise,
Denise,
Sarah,
Sarah,
Addie,
Addie,
Cynthia,
Cynthia,
Denise,
Denise,
Virgil,
Virgil,
Johnny,
Johnny.
Always say their names. Tell their names to your children.
That's right.
Have your children tell their children their names.
That's right.
Tell your cousins. Always say their names. We must never forget them.
That's right.
We must never let their spirits go away. I do carry. I have to say it over and over. I carry their spirits. Never forget. Never let it rest. Always tell a story. My country, tears of wheat, sweet land of bigotry, of thee we sing.
Right.
Land where my father's mother's brothers, sisters died. Land of the pilgrims' false pride. From every mountainside will freedom ever ring.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
All right, my name is Ebony Rose. I'm an indie publisher here as well as a poet. And I have this book that's here called Ignite Her, right here. And this was birthed from the National Poetry Month, 30 poems every day. And so me and the poets in my publishing house, we traded prompts and we wrote, and they're all in here. So I'm going to do this piece called For the Birds. Now typically, I am not the person to politic about politics because the topic typically flies over my head. Until a pair of pretty parents gossiped and told me how all the birds of the same feather flock together to control the cuckoo's nest in Congress, and how there's an unlicensed pilot in the cockpit of Air Force One, and how all of this turbulence, executive orders are just a little turbulence I should ride out. But I'm preparing for a crash landing. See, the stewardess smiles with her feet up, tells me today's choices. Learn while the caged bird sings, or straighten up and fly right. See, now this might ruffle your feathers, because the right did get one thing right. I mean, we should ban all terrorists, right? Because their attire looks like a yellow Homeland Security warning. This color primarily because of their use of the primary colors of red and blue for necks and eyes, painting murals of heritage, but I see Confederacy. Now, I would love to see you ban them from movie theaters. Because as the lights go down, the dark night rises, camera finger ready to shoot, action, Glock 22 plays the role of concession stand cashier. Would you like butter and blood on your popcorn? Now, it'll be a smart move if you ban them from schools. Because who knew that in your first class, a book-filled backpack becomes the best bullseye, a bullet, a substitute teacher, and children are passing away with passing, flying colors. And I pray that you ban them from churches. Hollow point tips revolve in sin, seeking no repentance, only temples to worship in, bullet baptism, living saints holier than ever, pews turn pallbearer. Now this must be what it sounds like when doves cry. Now, from all of my bird watching, it seems like the true terrorists are the ugly ducklings hatched in this country. White supremacy, the choir director of their swan songs. I mean, we should ban all terrorists, right? Only a bird brain would do otherwise.
Clouds
are spots, way up high. If you just see spots, do you still see sky? Clouds are the closest part. The sky beyond is endless dark. And that dark is endless spots. Just see spots, you missed the mark. Do you ever wonder what's beyond the future? Do you ever notice how the waves move? Do you ever feel how the air feels? Do you ever see how special you are? If you could wonder, notice, and see all those things, you should know you are special. Bees can fly past the night sky. They're keeping a close eye. One sting and they'll die. As freedom passed by, they're still keeping an eye. Making some honey, stinging a bunny. Bees are bees.
Wonderful!
Thank you. She's been doing it since she was 5. She's 9 now.
Oh! She's better.
She's a better.
Is that your daughter?
Yes.
Before you start, have her to come up. I'd like to get a picture.
Oh,
yes.
We can't miss this.
My husband's behind me.
Yeah, come on, yeah, come
Bring him. Oh, definitely bring him up.
Bring me up too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Come on,
We got to Black men never get their promises.
That's right.
That's right.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you look up.
Yes, super.
All right.
Love it. Yes.
Okay. I got it.
She got me the shirt.
Thank you all so much.
Oh, what a treat.
Give me 1 second so I can open it.
My name is Chris. I am an author as well. I published my first book of poetry. It's called False Painted in Black and White. I do have copies with me. So let me know if you're interested in it. Okay. Got a couple. Pretty little black girl, skin kissed by the sun, lips round and full, hair thick, natural, beautiful. Pretty little black girl. She can't see that she's pretty. She sees her beautiful sun-kissed skin as a curse. She thinks her lips are too big. She doesn't like her natural, beautiful hair. Pretty little black girl, conditioned to uphold America's standard of beauty. Conditioned to uphold the American standard of beauty, which includes not having skin that's been kissed by the sun, having small to almost no lips. Pretty little black girl, brainwashed to believe that anything black is bad, therefore she despises her own skin, always making sure that she stays out of the sun so she doesn't get darkened. Pretty little black girl, wishing that she could somehow make her beautiful, rounded, full of smaller. Pretty little black girl, learned at an early age to ask mommy to make her hair straight, putting chemicals in her hair, thinking the chemicals would somehow make her more acceptable, prettier.
That's right.
Pretty little black girl. She's blind to her natural beauty. She doesn't realize that others, ethnicities, sunbathe and spend countless hours in tanning machines just to get the illusion of having the beautiful sun-kissed skin that she was naturally blessed with.
That's right.
Pretty little black girl. She doesn't see that they spend thousands of dollars trying to get lips half as full as hers. She can't see when they make failed attempts to imitate the hairstyles that she can create effortlessly with her beautiful, natural hair.
That's right.
Pretty little black girl, open your eyes to the multitude of hairstyles that we can rock naturally. Curly, froze, dreads, twists. The list is endless. Pretty little black girl, open your eyes and look at your beautiful sun-kissed skin and look at the skin of your family and friends. See that we come in all shades. None of us exactly the same. We're all unique. and the skin that we're in. Pretty little black girl, open your eyes to your heritage. Study it. Be proud of who you are and where you came from. Discover that your lineage includes kings and queens. Don't try to fit in with the crowd. Love yourself and be 100% naturally you, a pretty little black girl. Abandoned memories cling to hope that one day she'll realize they're missing. She looks like my grandmother. She sounds like my grandmother. But my grandmother would never. She would never allow anyone to see her looking like this. She would never do something like that. She would never. Her thoughts travel aimlessly through time, reliving that moment from 50 years back so vividly, yet she can't retain the conversation we had 5 minutes ago. She is unable to recall what she remembered so easily last night. She is so much more coherent at night. At night, she is a grandmother that I remember. During the day, I'm the granddaughter she doesn't. But she always remembers her praying great-granddaughter Kari. During the day, at night, whatever, she remembers Kari. Sometimes when I call, I have to say, "Hey, Granny, it's me, Chris. Your first grandchild? Kari's mine. Oh, my praying grandbaby." My heart breaks to see her this way. My grandmother was a teacher until the day that she retired, and after she retired, she still taught. Raised and educated half of Minden, Louisiana, small town I'm from outside of Shreveport. She always made sure that we said yes, ma'am.
Right.
No, ma'am. Yeah, nah, huh, what? Unacceptable.